Trail cameras are used by hunters to record pictures when they sense motion, but fortunately this technology has another cool. It lets us see all the crazy and mischievous things which no one would ever be able to capture. In today's video, we are going to experience some most disturbing encounters on trail cam. The first video captured is of a black bear chasing a mountain biker. It's a lot of fun to go mountain riding in Montana. Have you ever had any close calls with Montana's native animals when mountain biking? The answer is no. The recently captured video shows a bear chasing after a downhill mountain cyclist in the area of Whitefish, Montana. The number of grizzly bears in Wyoming is close behind Montana's as the state with the highest grizzly bear population in the lower 48 states. A mountain biker, 38 years old, was killed at Glacier National Park in 2019 when he startled one of the animals that were on the trail he was riding on. The animal killed him. This video was first posted on the Montana Knife Company's Instagram page, and it supposedly shows a black bear chasing the biker. The mountain biker didn't seem to be hurt, but it's likely that he had to check his pants when he got to his car. Next is the flying girl caught on camera. A video that has been going around the internet for many years shows a short clip of a forest where a flying girl is said to be floating in the air. Some people thought it was fake, but they couldn't say why or how. Most people thought it was real. In March 2009, an anonymous YouTube user named Jevgenji2000 posted the video in question. He said that he had filmed the flying girl while taking a long walk with his dog in a Russian forest. It is said that he was surprised to find the little girl floating above her mother, like a supernatural child, and that they both ran away when they saw him and his dog. First of all, as of this writing, YouTube user Jevgenji2000 hasn't shared his name, information, or photo, and his channel doesn't have any other videos. Since then, both the story and the video have become very popular because of the ghost story. They were also mentioned in an article from April 2012 on the fake news website Weekly World News, which supported the idea that some people have the ability to hover and fly. If you look closely at what happens in the video, you will notice some flaws that make you wonder if the event and the claim are real. Both the dog running toward them and the camera are ignored by the old woman and the girl. Also, the camera was out of sight when the flying girl landed and her mother took her away. Moving on to next is real-life Timon and Pumbaa. This warthog and this mongoose look like they have nothing to worry about because they are best friends, just like Timon and Pumbaa in The Lion King. The warthog Miss Piggy and the mongoose Mongo look a lot like the famous friends from The Lion King. The two of them live at an animal center in Botswana. Miss Piggy and Mongo love to play together, just like their big screen counterparts. Mongo even rides on his friend's back. Fans might notice that Timon is a meerkat and Mongo is a mongoose, but both species are closely related. Both Miss Piggy, who is 8 years old, and Mongo, who is 6 years old, have found happiness after having hard starts in life. Miss Piggy was saved after being hit by a car as a baby, and Mongo grew up without a family. But now they are happy together at Caracal in Chobe, Botswana. Caracal stands for the Center for Conservation of African Resources, Animals, Communities, and Land Use. Because they were saved, they can't go back into the wild safely. Instead, the pair acts as wildlife ambassadors to teach people about wildlife. Miss Piggy and Mongo love nothing more than to play together or roll around in the mud, as this amazing video and pictures show. In the movie, they sing the well-known song Hakuna Matata, which is a Swahili phrase that means no worries. And it looks like that's how things are for these Lion King friends in real life. The next video we have is of wild horses running for life. Some of the largest grizzly bear populations in North America, besides Alaska, are in Western Canada. There is a lot of food that these animals need to eat. Because of this, there are some cool videos of them going after their prey. Grizzlies seem to like moose, elk, and mountain goats just as much as they like mountain goats. In Alberta, a number of trail cameras were set up to keep an eye on this group of wild horses. Trail cameras are a great way to do surveys because they reduce the number of people in the area, making it easier to catch things happening there. The first picture taken by the cameras shows a group of wild horses running as fast as they can. Soon you figure out that it's for a good reason, since a grizzly bear is right behind them. The view changes to a different camera, and the grizzly is even closer. We can't help but think that one of the horses didn't make it out of this alive, even more so the young one. These trail cameras are part of a large network of cameras that record video of how Alberta's wild horses live and die. both from natural causes and from large predators. Help Alberta Wildies Society has been doing this research since 2014, and they use the results to raise awareness around the world about how Alberta, Canada's wild horses are in danger. They are trying to find out how many wild horses die each year. The next one is surely going to fascinate you. It is of a UFO. On the internet, there are numerous films, photos, and claims of individuals capturing UFOs from all over the world. The following video is one of the best, implying that there is something in our skies that suggests humans aren't the only ones existing on this planet. This film was shot by a man named Kerry after he and his family relocated from the city to the Wisconsin countryside. They filmed their lives on the YouTube channel Homestead How, which shows various techniques and tactics of homesteading, so he was surprised to see this on tape. His family gathers around the computer to view one of the images in question, and when he zooms in, it appears to be a UFO. His daughters are criticizing him, but Kerry insists that he did not alter the photograph. He didn't use any editing or special effects on it. To prove his case, he crops and blows up the image, and as you can see, there is clearly something otherworldly about this image. The round shape of it, as well as the spotlight, was shining off of it. That object is not a helicopter, and we believe it is a UFO or some form of government vehicle. Coming on to next, we have his bull moose fight. In Steamboat Springs, Charlie Lodwick and her family often see a mother moose and her calves hanging out in her backyard. What they saw, though, was something new and violent. Two male moose got into a fight over a female that was nearby. The fight did a lot of damage to two cars in their driveway. A 34-second video that Lodwick put on Instagram shows most of the fight. It shows one moose pushing the other into the driver's side of her Grand Cherokee, which knocks a side view mirror into the air. The moose that lost the fight can be seen jumping into Verploeg's pickup truck a few seconds later. The video is very popular. Lodwick just got her car 2 months ago. Now there are dents in the driver's side door and the back gate. The other driver ran a stop sign and caused an accident that destroyed her first car. Then we have the next video of a mountain lion. Mountain lions, for example, are typical opportunists. Their preference will always go to the meal that requires the fewest efforts to make. Two small dogs can be seen in a snowy courtyard. The dogs are sniffing to do their business, and you can tell they know something is in the neighborhood because their owners were most likely to let them out one more time before bed. One of the dogs notices the lion at the entry, but the gate is closed, so the lion slinks away to set up his attack. And there he is, making quick work of the partition and lunging for one of the puppies. Thankfully, Mom is close behind and flies out of the house to avoid the lion from taking one of her young. She wasn't going to let this happen on her watch. Look how large the lion is coming over the wall. He's absolutely gigantic. We frequently forget how large these animals are. When he hears the word lion, the first image that comes to him is a massive African lion. But these mountain lions are just as big as the woman. You have no chance against this beast if he truly desires you. Finally, if Mom had decided to walk her dogs, unfortunately, she may have been the food, especially as she looked to be wearing a fur coat of some kind, but luck was clearly on their side, laughing. Another one of our list is Black Bear hides cub atop the tree while coyotes try to attack. When a group of coyotes tried to attack, a mother bear had to leave her cub at the top of the tree. The video, which was posted to the Nature is Metal account by an Instagram user, shows a big cinnamon-colored black bear slowly coming down from a tree while her little cub sits on top. The coyotes then run toward the bear, but it quickly climbs back up the tree. If nothing else, this shows how quickly bears can climb trees, which is why you should never try to get away from a bear by climbing a tree. Now that her cub is safe, this cinnamon black bear mother only needs to worry about herself when the coyotes come back. This little standoff went on for about 30 minutes, and the coyotes came at the mother several times before she had to leave her cub and go find a better place to defend herself. The mother and her cub were lucky that everything worked out. Once the coyotes realized the cub wasn't playing anymore, they quickly lost interest. Soon after they moved on, the cub went back to her mother, and the two of them walked off together into the sunset. But this kind of thing doesn't happen very often. Bear cubs have been attacked by coyotes, and sometimes a bear will attack a coyote. But bears usually don't think of coyotes as food sources. Instead, they see them as competitors for food. Bears and coyotes both hunt when they have the chance. For coyotes, it's not worth the time and effort to catch a bear, and the same is true for bears. Black bears only eat meat about 5% of the time. According to wildexplain.com, they like to eat small animals like beavers and squirrels. So coyotes will usually take on a bear cub if they can. But in a perfect world, they would hunt smaller, easier to catch animals. After the mother bear put her cub in the tree, they may have left the bears alone because of this. They saw that there was no way to get to the food source, so they left to look for something easier. This last one is surely going to confuse you, which is the clip of a pixie. Fairies, pixies, elves, the like, are all mythical creatures of British tradition, and many people believe that these creatures exist. Pixies, on the other hand, are considered to be beneficial to normal humans. Erwin Saunders of Pixieland has been tracking the whereabouts of a tribe of pixies known as wilderness folk in the isolated English forest for 25 years via his YouTube channel. In this film, Erwin and a co-worker are set up in camouflage some yards apart, while you can see the pixies scurrying around on the ground, ultimately surrounding the one man. At first view, they appear to be real. Of course, we don't know whether they are, and the pink children's walkie-talkies don't add much credibility to the whole thing. If you ask us, Erwin has dozens and hundreds of videos featuring these pixies on his channel. So this was all about the video. And if you liked today's video, then do check out more videos like this on our channel. Also, do subscribe to our channel and hit the like button for more updates.